Let me just collect this thought. You've styled Kylie Minogue. Was it Will Smith? Correct me if I'm wrong, by the way. Said that you have to fail. And you don't have to be afraid of failure.
Mm.
So what is that failure that maybe ended up being a blessing for you?
Well, there was a point when I'd been designing menswear for quite some time. And then I became a bit jaded with that, perhaps. I had a few flops maybe. And then I had the opportunity to start designing women's wear. So the failure of the menswear kind of launched my women's wear label. So.
And speaking of women's wear, was Madonna one of your inspirations back in the days? I had to ask.
No, not really.
Wow. Okay.
Because there was a moment when I was introduced to Kylie Minogue by the then fashion editor of Follow Me, Nicole Bonython, who was still a successful stylist. So she was styling Kylie at the very beginning of her career. And Nicole had noticed what I was doing with women's wear, and she asked me to collaborate with her on some outfits for Kylie's first tour and for stills for her albums and stuff. So, yes.
So let me just collect this thought. You've styled Kylie Minogue.
I made clothes for her, yeah.
Well, she wore them.
She wore them, and they ended up actually, ironically, a couple of decades later in the retrospective at the Powerhouse Museum.
What? So you made one of the most iconic dresses for Kylie Minogue, which is now one of her most iconic looks.
And some of those outfits were the ones that were shown in the Powerhouse, then travelled to the Victorian Albert in Manchester, I think it was. I think that was around 1990 something, late 90s maybe.
Okay, I just want to take this moment to say all the Kylie Minogue lovers out there, comment below, because they're going to love this. They're going to love this bit.